into my.
Who are you guys?
We are Ulstein.
Okay, oh, that's cool. What's your name? Eric, Johnny.
John, wait, John.
Johnny Ray Bartel.
Bartel. No, so I have to write.
You need a pen? Okay, I got one too.
John in the middle. John 2.
Je bent best oké.
Big Pete.
Mike Flanagan.
So
Drifter.
So just when I ask something, be free to answer. I have no specific, just for him because I know him. He's from the Holland.
Beat him up first and most.
We are from Belgium.
Yeah.
We are from Roestijn.
It's the best online roots magazine.
We have about 250,000 people every month.
Yeah.
On the site. What we do is small interviews like today, reviews on shows, CDs. Last year I did, I think, 1,500.
Have you seen us play yet?
Yes, we were in the Bos.
Okay, good.
Unbelievable.
In where? What game?
Weird.
In the
Was
middle.
Was that the second game?
June, yeah. Second club game.
Oh, wow. Seemed like so long ago. Yeah.
There's
That's
Leicester.
the Red Devils. Long time ago.
Look,
Yeah.
Great.
it's there. It's right there.
Great.
Er is een nieuwe promofoto, hè?
And in the middle,
Lester.
Big Pete. You have a big role in the Red Devils. You have to replace a legend.
Yeah.
Why did you ask him?
Did he ask us or did we ask him?
I asked Pete because I liked the way he played and sang the most, and I also knew that we could get along well.
You
Because
knew,
none of this, how good you are, doesn't matter.
you knew Big Pete before. Yeah.
No, I had only heard about him. He had a good reputation. And what's just as important is how good you are, is if you can do this for a long time with people.
Yeah.
So,
Lester Butler was in Pink Pop, I think in 1993. You saw him.
I was on TV at home, at my friend's house.
And you met Lester?
One time in 1997. And that's when I met Alex Schultz, and that's when I met Eddie Clark and the 13 crew, but I never saw the actual Red Devils, because it was like before I started to play harmonica. So they got me started playing harmonica, and then after that I saw Lester. For real.
So after I think more than 25 years, you are back on the road again.
Yeah.
After your famous King King album.
well, Billy asked me if I could put the band back together.
Yeah.
Billy
I
Gibbons.
said if we have a good reason, I think I could. And so,
But how did the restart take place? So was it one of your ideas or?
no, Billy and I were talking about putting it back together.
Yeah.
And then when he offered us the tour, I called the guys and everybody made it happen. And it wasn't that easy, but
It wasn't easy. No.
it wasn't
No.
that easy. Well, people have, families and things now,
To
so.
bring back the original members.
It was easy, but it wasn't easy.
Right.
Everybody wanted to, but we all had to get, we had to settle things at home
You
with
are
our kids.
older, you have a family, you have other things
Yeah,
to do.
4 weeks is a long time. So, but it's worth it.
And now you're touring as with ZZ Top.
Special guest,
Special guest. Right, Pete. Sorry.
not support act.
No. But not,
Which is actually
not everybody, not every band can say that.
exactly, and that's pretty.
Yeah, we were invited.
ZZ Top has been so gracious and beautiful to us, and also especially from my point of view, because they didn't know anything about me.
No.
They treat us,
You have contacts with
Oh, yeah.
the members of the band?
yeah, and the crew, and you know, they love us and we love them, and we have a great connection, and it's like the ball's starting to roll.
What makes them special?
ZZ Top. I mean, what are you gonna say about ZZ Top? What makes them special? I mean, all I can say is
Their beers?
they're bad, and they're nationwide, and they're worldwide. That's all I need. That's all you gotta say about ZZ Top.
Well, they're all excellent musicians and they have great songs, and they're from Texas. It's really hard to screw that up.
In the short life of the Red Devils, you have been together between 1988 and 94.
Yes.
You only brought out 2 albums.
Mm-hmm.
The famous King album and Blackwater Roll.
Right.
EP.
Why only 2?
That's as long as the band lasted. I mean, a short answer.
It was just really hard to get into the studio. We were always
On
playing
the road,
live.
always. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who does the songwriting? Is that something of
Dead guys.
more guy?
The dead guy did a lot of that. but-
No, not him. I mean, blues players. We
Yeah.
use their music. I mean,
Yeah, it's a combination, and I think if we, you know, wherever we go, it'll start happening that new stuff will come along, and we'll add stuff to the sets, and we'll make new stuff happen.
oh, the
at
band
some
will.
point.
Yeah, we'll come up with songs. Won't be a problem.
Yeah.
I'm glad we have
We're
this
all-
guy now. This
Yeah.
guy is incredible.
You're the songwriter. The
Well-
man with the IDs.
No, I don't know about
You
that.
let them work and you say,
Well, I mean, when I was in the Red Devils in 92, 93, I replaced Johnny Ray's brother, Dave Lee, who was the original guitar player. He was on King. But when they went out on their North American tour, Dave Lee left. I was friends with Paul Size, he called me. And so I played that tour with them. We went back to LA eventually. And then I stayed with Lester and Paul. And then we had some new material at that time, kind of. We recorded some demos. But eventually the original band, Dave Lee came back. I went back to Texas. And that was kind of the end of the story of Red Devils for me.
Yeah.
Then I went on to play with Jimmy Vaughn's my main gig now, and Billy Gibbons. I was playing with Billy Gibbons. And I played on his solo record, and I played with ZZ Top in Montreux. Billy didn't know I had been in the Red Devils. He was a huge Red Devils fan, but I was playing B3 organ with Billy and with Jimmy. And then one day, Johnny Ray brought him up to see me play B3 organ, and he said, "Hey, man, you gotta see Flanagan play B3." And Johnny Ray told him, you don't know this, you don't remember this, but Flanagan was in the Red Devils for a time. And which,
Oh, by the way, you're welcome.
oh yes, which Billy, and I knew Billy was a big fan. So Billy has been a big fan of this band since the King days. He used to come see the band, and I remember seeing him there. And of course,
I remember the night I met him. It was hilarious.
So if you go to a ZZ Top show, they play music before the band gets out there. They've been for years been playing, and there's a couple Red Devil songs on that little mixtape. I mean, he's that big of a fan. So
We've been opening for ZZ for years.
yeah, right.
We just haven't been there.
And he's nobody's more excited that we're back together than Billy Gibbons. I mean,
Billy made it happen.
Billy made it.
This
Yeah.
wouldn't be happening without Billy Gibbons.
Absolutely.
Really, asking me to get it put back together, and all it was easy phone calls. And then everybody had to
texting.
Everybody had to do a lot of their own work to get their wives and kids okay and all that. But here we are, and you're gonna really like it, I think.
I'm sure about that. Big Pete, how did you prepare yourself when you knew that you have your harmonica work with the Red Devils?
Well, I didn't really
did you
have to.
exercise specific songs, or did
No.
you just are Big Pete and I go for it?
I've been playing Lester's and the Red Devils and Lester's later music with 13. I've been doing it for such a long time. It's natural to me. There's a part of my body is, Lester took it over, I guess, and so it's kind of normal for me to do it. The only thing is, with the guys driving it, the real guys behind me,
It's different.
it's a different feeling, because they propel me into outer space with a lot of sound and a lot of decibels. But it's working out great, and I'm getting a great workout every night. And I think we mix as personalities. We mix really good. So we have. It's very natural. There's no.
Did you get strange reactions from Dutch colleagues?
No.
One of the things I told Pete,
Dutch jealous colleagues? No.
Well, there's always a few people that have something to say, but I don't really care. I mean.
one of the first things I told him on the phone was, don't feel like you have to be like Lester. Just be yourself. And that's the cool thing about our band is we leave each
that's
other.
my question. How different is Big Pete?
No, I don't personally miss Lester.
Oh, no.
I'm having just as much fun right now with these guys and Pete. So, it's sad. We don't want anybody to be dying, but he plays so good and he sings so good and he's such a good hang
We must agree that
we're
that's
happy
part
that
of
we
it.
did it. I mean, I'm happy to be here. So,
We have also in Belgium a few famous harmonica players.
Well, we
in
took a
Holland-
gamble.
But in Holland, Big Pete is one of the.
we got on a plane to come and do this without ever playing with him. So.
Yeah, we didn't know if it would work. Nobody knew if any of this would work. I mean, that's the thing you forget is the Red Devils had not played together as Paul, and I mean, and maybe I think they had done one or two
I
things
lived with
together.
Paul a few times.
But to get everybody together and with Pete to see if it worked. But when we played the first rehearsal,
Only rehearsal.
only a few notes. I mean, we barely got into the first song, and you knew, okay, this sounds like the Red Devils always. You can't not sound like the Red Devils with
There was no
Johnny
problems.
Ray and Paul and Bill and whatever my part is, and then Pete. Of course, the other question is, how's Pete going to be filling Lester's role, right? Because Lester was the driving force in that band, and so. But what ended up happening was Pete, without knowing all of Lester's, he grew up on that. He was a student of that. But at the same time, he has the same thing Lester has in a way. Like you couldn't get just a regular harmonica player, a good harmonica player. Like Lester had a dark side to him, right? And Pete does too. Like he's battled some demons, and it's not like
Everybody does one, yeah.
Everybody has. So he brings that tough street. He's a street tough guy. I wouldn't want to mess with Pete, and you wouldn't want to mess with Lester. So he brings that to the band, which is needed.
2 meters.
He's so big, right?
Yeah. The Red Devils got, I call it famous, after playing with Mick Jagger, after playing with Johnny Cash, but you rather stayed low profile. Why didn't you use?
Well,
You stayed the Red Devils.
it's kind of a dark story that I don't even want to get into, but the singer kind of stopped all of our progression. We did those great things and we could have gone on to do incredible things, and we were this close to headlining our own shows, and we had done all of the
That's a
support
good question,
work
yeah.
for years and years and years, opening for Los Lobos and the Allman Brothers and Aerosmith and ZZ and all. We'd done that for so many years. We were ready to make our studio record and really come out and be viable on our own, and Lester just got too wild in his private life, and then that's it. So
How long will you try to go on in?
well, what you do is you ride this stuff until it bucks you off. It's a bull. It's a wild bull.
But I think we're probably gonna last. This is not the only thing we're gonna be doing. This tour.
We want to keep it together if we can. We'll
Yeah.
see what happens. We're not 20 anymore, though.
We're not taking it. We're taking it day by day.
Day by day. So there aren't plans for studio record or a studio album?
No, there's just dreams right now.
Dreams?
We want to record. We're hoping to meet some people, get some offers. We have some ideas.
No new songs? I read somewhere that you had already new songs for a new album. No?
Oh,
Well, there's always songs. I mean, I have songs. Flanagan has songs.
That's
Johnny
not the
Ray has
problem.
ideas. Paul has ideas. We all. I mean, if we get together in the studio for a few weeks, I bet there would be an album.
Right.
But we just have to see how,
We're just
when,
trying-
where, at what time. We don't know what's going to happen. We're just getting started.
Right, you have to realize it's only our 10th gig we've ever, I think around
Yeah.
10 that we've ever played.
Yeah.
And some of those have been opening for ZZ Top already. I mean, it happened so quick.
For thousands of people.
Right, I mean, our third gig was for
You've been in Paris,
10,000.
you've been everywhere in this time. In
Yeah.
the last weeks, the last month, so.
We haven't had any time to plan a record yet.
No. But there's stuff that the ball is rolling, and it's as long as it keeps rolling, stuff will happen.
But of
And
course,
that's all we can really say about it right now. But I mean, the ball is rolling.
Tell us something about today. What are you going to bring? It's
Yeah,
the
you know,
show that you did the last times, or
well, maybe a little different.
maybe.
Who knows?
I think we've been learning as we go with each gig.
you can put that in your article. You can say, hey, they were this different from the first time I saw them.
Right.
What I saw, what I hear, and
4 weeks ago, right?
unbelievable.
It's
Well,
better now.
I hope we'll surprise
all
you
the
today.
people that wanted to see the Red Devils, is the Red Devils. Unbelievable.
Well, nobody can believe it, that the Red Devils returned. It's harder to believe probably for any of us than as much as anybody. Nobody saw it coming. I mean,
We appreciate our European fan base.
That's
They are hardcore. Thank you, guys.
very, very
Come
hard.
on. We love our Red Devils
25,
fans.
25 years after the fact.
Yeah.
They're still here. There's new people coming in. There's still young kids. I see it because
All ages.
I
Cover
see it.
bands and
I see it.
all
I see all the kids coming up playing in bands, starting what I used to do 25 years ago. It's still happening. It's still happening because of the Red Devils. I mean, so there is no reason why it shouldn't continue as the Red Devils. Just because Lester isn't here anymore.
I think they expect also new thing or the next step.
Yeah, and the next step, we're working on it, and it'll, just like I said, the ball is rolling. But for now, we're just playing and having a good time. And after that,
That's the songs are easy. That's the easy
we'll get
part.
there.
I have a last questions. Are there still things that you want to do? Things in your bucket list that you say, I know you're lucky you can play with the Red Devils, but
No, I mean, I'm
Other
just writing.
persons or-
No, I just go day by day. Every day's a new day. I like playing with my buddy Willie Mays, Sander Kooijman, and all my friends. My Big Pete Blues band. I love playing with those guys. But I mean, this is just something else. This is taking it to the next level for me, and this is what I tried to do 20 years ago, when I was a lot younger and I was a lot in better shape. And now I'm actually back at that same, like it's come full circle, I'm back where I started, but with the original guys, which is like a totally.
And for you as the Red Devils, more plans or still things that you want to do?
Well, sure. I remember U2 said we're going to take over the world in their first interview. So that's
Yeah.
just what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Gentlemen, that were my questions. I thank you for your time.
thank you.
I thank you for
Thank you, Roots Time.
I thank you for the show you gave it in Weer, and I hope that we are the lucky ones tonight too. Thank you a lot.
Yeah,
All right.
thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.